Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call neighborhood development to order. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Murphy.
Here.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Narayan.
Present.
Alderman Todd.
Present.
Alderwoman Hubbard. I'm sorry, Chairwoman Hubbard.
Present.
Alderman Cone. Alderman Bosley. For present, you have quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes from Tuesday, June the 23rd, 2020.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, can you call the roll?
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Narayan.
Aye.
Alderman Todd.
Aye.
Chairwoman Hubbard.
Aye.
4 ayes votes.
Okay, and so at this time, we have several board bills, and I definitely would like to move through these as fast as we can, but definitely with letting people have the opportunity to ask questions. I do believe we have a list of guest speakers as well, and I'll go in order of seniority as far as the board bills. So at this time, if Alderman Vollmer is on, we'll hear board bill number 76.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Chair. Board Bill 76 is 2732 59th Street. It's a project by Pagano Development. If you're kind of wondering where this is at, it's about a block, 2 blocks down from where in my ward is easier to post to restaurants. It's about 2.5 blocks down from Amigo Joe's on Southwest and 59th, just north of there. This is an open lot, been vacant for some time. Acquisition price was $50,000. Pagano Development plans to put 2 townhomes up there. Construction cost per unit is $230,180, bringing their total investment to $360,000. These will be selling at $298 per unit. These are 1,500 square foot units, 3 bedrooms. And the abatement is the minimum which is allowed by the map, which is 5 years of 50%. With that, I'll entertain any questions. You should all have the handouts on your line. Any questions?
Okay, and has everyone been able to access all of the handouts through the Google Drive?
I have to go back and forth, but yes.
Okay. And Alderman Vollmer, do you have anybody here to speak on behalf
outside
of yourself?
On this particular unit, no. On this bill, I believe the only bill, I have 4 bills, and I believe the last bill, 125, is the only one I have any speakers on. Unless they
okay, and so I guess, okay, so we'll take questions from the committee. Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Murphy.
Yes, I just have a question for the alderman about how long has this lot been vacant? I'm kind of familiar with it. It seems like it's been quite a while.
Off the top of my head, probably at least 25 to 30 years.
I was going to say, I don't remember anything ever being there. So I'm glad to see the development. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
Alderman Bosley. Okay. Alderman Narayan.
No questions.
Alderman Todd.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, hearing no further questions, and I want to definitely commend you on your efforts with the project, Alderman Vollmer. I know that it's hard getting stuff done sometimes, but you definitely have a viable ward, and it's good to see development to take place. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 76.
I move that we pass Board Bill 76 out of committee with the do pass recommendation.
I'll
Second.
second the bill. Oh, okay, so we'll have a second from Alderman Todd too. So at this time, can you please call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Ryan.
Aye.
Alderman Todd.
Aye.
Chairwoman Hubbard.
Aye.
4 aye votes.
Thank you. And Board Bill number 76 is out with the do pass recommendation. Next up, we have Board Bill 109, Alderman Vollmer.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Board Bill 109 is at 5520 Daggett. This is a young couple who have purchased a house that was built post-World War II, not in the best of shape. They have torn it down. That's when your pamphlet there, you see the rock there. The acquisition cost was $135,000. The construction cost is $275,000. This will be their home to live in. 2,500 plus square feet, 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. And they're merely requesting what is offered on the map when they went to the website for that, and it's 5 years of 50%. This is about a block down from John Tony's, right near Barra Park. And the young lady is actually her grandparents. Is one of the cases that we have a lot in the Hill neighborhood where the housing has been so tight because a lot of these old folks never left the neighborhood. When their grandchildren and then get a chance to come back, they always want to come back and be part of their ancestral heritage here on the Hill. With that, I'll entertain any questions. I think Madam Chair, you need to unmute. Madam Chair.
Sorry. Is there anyone here outside of the committee that may have questions or commentary about this particular board bill? Okay, so how about this? We'll just have people raise their hands because I'm not sure on which bills people are here to speak on, and I'll try to look and watch that. I'm on my iPad, so I don't know how to work this one as good as I do my computer. So at this time, we'll take questions from the committee. Alderman Cone, because he's still not on yet. Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Ryan.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Todd.
I know I don't have any questions.
Okay, and I don't have any questions either. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 109.
So moved with the do pass recommendation.
We have a second.
Second.
Okay, Madam Clerk, can you call the roll?
There we go. Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Ryan.
Aye.
Alderman Todd.
Aye.
Chairwoman Hubbard.
Aye.
4 aye votes.
Okay, next up, we have Board Bill 110, Alderman Vollmer.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Board Bill 110 is in regard to 5509 Magnolia. This is about 5 doors west of Canetto's restaurant. This is a very old building built in 1898. It suffered severe fire damage a few years ago and been sitting vacant. Ms. Pam Rossi has purchased this building with the intent to gut rehab it and make it her home. It was purchase price at $99,000. Her plans are to put $200,000 plus into it to create a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is again, as offered by the MAP, 5 years of 50%. With that, I'll entertain any questions.
Alderman Cone, Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions, just a comment. I know the building, and I'm excited for you in the area that's going to be turned into a home. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Todd.
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, and so at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 110.
I move we pass Board Bill 110 out of committee with a due pass recommendation. And at this time, could I request previous roll? If there's no objection.
Okay. Hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill number 110 is out with the due pass recommendation.
Madam Chair. Madam.
We need a second on that.
Yes, ma'am.
I figured that, but you know. Okay, I'll second it if we could go back. And and then do we need to redo the motion for previous
ma'am.
roll again?
Nope, we got
Okay,
it.
so we're good. Okay. Board Bill 110 is out with the due pass recommendation. Okay, let's see. Board Bill 125, Alderman Vollmer.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. We do have some speakers for this. This is a industrial commercial site, Board Bill 125, 4914 Daggett. This is almost right across and down from Mergazi's restaurant, right near the Kings Highway overpass. This building was the site of the old Alpha Pet food manufacturing as the most recent tenant. This was all part of what used to be the stove factory where the larger residential development is going in next door. Third Man Development has purchased this property at $2 million, looking to put $10 million into it. This would be 48,000 square feet of office space with about 105 to 175 parking spaces, a 3,000 square foot courtyard, a 90,000 square foot building. They're requesting 10 years at 95%. This is how it scores out. They had actually not planned on using abatement to start. They were going for historical tax credits with the state, but the rest of this property was torn down because there was actually 2 separate owners when they did the residential development. And with that part of it being torn down, they could not qualify for the state historic tax credits. So with that, they went to SLDC and came up with this plan to help them with this very energetic project. It's a huge undertaking. This is there's going to be tear down, gut, and I do believe we have some speakers. Are you gentlemen here? If you would unmute.
We're here. I'm Doug Rasmussen. I'm here on behalf of the developer, and then Hani Abunader is on as well.
Okay. What I'll do is if you have any comments you'd like to make first, Doug or Hani?
No additional comments from me, Alderman. I thought you did a great overview. Thank you.
All right. With that, I will, and Hani, if you want to introduce yourself for the record, are you here?
I am, yeah. Thank you for the introduction, and I'm just here to answer questions. It is a complicated project, so
okay, please state your name for the record, though.
Yes, yeah, I'm Hani Abunader. I'm the president of Third Man Development, trying to redevelop the property.
Okay. With that, I'll open up the questions to the committee, and you please feel free to request of Doug, Hani, or myself. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Alderman Cone, Alderwoman Murphy.
Yes, I must have missed this. What is the development going to be at the end? I was sidetracked.
It's going to be office space.
Office space. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said. Okay, thank you. No more questions.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Todd.
No questions. Thank you.
Okay. I have a few questions. When we have distinguished guests here, I like for them to detail us more about the project. And Doug, I definitely would like to hear from you as well as the other gentlemen. So just give us a different snapshot, I guess, from a development standpoint on what you see regarding this particular project.
Sure. Yeah, no, thank you, Chairwoman. I appreciate that. So I'm Doug Rasmussen with Steadfast City Economic and Community Partners. We're a consulting firm that's based in St. Louis. We do a lot of projects all throughout the city, helping nonprofits and developers. And I would say, I think what's really unique about this is our client has, I think, very creatively figured out a way to, preserve and inject some energy into a building that, frankly, does have a lot of challenges. As the Alderman said, when the nearby Draper and Kramer project was completed, the building kind of got chopped in half, and actually the stove factory, sat vacant for a very long time. And so I think it's a very exciting addition for the city and for the Hill, and we certainly appreciate the consideration here today.
Thank you. Okay. I don't want to mess this name up. Is it Hani Abanator? Is he still on? Okay. Well,
I think he'll be back. I think he went to do something.
I won't bore him. I just definitely wanted to hear you all talk about it. So, okay, he's back. Okay.
Sorry about that. The perils of Zooming when there's the landscape guys show up at home, right?
Wow.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I just wanted you all to, I posed the question, so I wanted you all to give us just a little bit more of an in-depth overview of the project and what you feel the project viability will be to the community. Sure, I'd love to. We purchased the building a little over a year ago, and I think it is one of the most architecturally significant buildings on the Hill, probably including the surrounding areas. So we're doing everything we can to try to save the building. It's not easy with a structure of this type. It's got some really crazy architectural features and clear story windows. So, it is going to be an expensive undertaking, but I do believe it is the right thing for the Hill and for the surrounding neighborhoods. I actually think this could end up being one of the most architecturally significant buildings in the entire area if we can pull it off. So we do have a couple of St. Louis companies that have shown pretty serious interest. We've sent out 3 or 4 proposals already, serious proposals, I would say, not just flyers. So all I can say is we're doing everything we can to try to save this architectural gem, and we really appreciate the support of Alderman Vollmer and all the other people from the Hill 2000 board have been really excited about trying to save this thing and not level it and put up another new structure. So we'll give it a good shot. Great. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 125.
Second.
We need a so move first. We need a first before a second. I'll so move. You second. Do we have a request for previous roll?
Previous roll.
Hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 125 is out with the due pass recommendation. Thank you.
All right, thank you
very
much.
Thank you.
Good Thanksgiving. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So at this time, we'll hear Board Bill 142 out, Alderwoman Howard.
Yes. Good morning, fellow aldermen and members of the Neighborhood Development Committee. Board Bill 142 proposes to develop 3 parcels of land on South Kings Highway that were had various uses. The one that doesn't face the street was part of St. Mary Magdalene. It was an athletic field that would serve the CYC in a past life. It had a recreation. It held Teen Town back in the day. The building forward at Kings Highway was most recently an armory facility for the National Guard. And then the building to the north, the complex to the north was previously a used car lot, and then it was sort of a car mall, I guess, where you could have various services done. They've assembled these three properties together, and a Cornerstone Sogro LLC, John Clancy, has taken this under his wing to develop it into a mega complex of apartments that will be done in 3 phases. This is a very good opportunity for the ward. This property has been languishing for probably the last 10 years since I took office. I think St. Mary Magdalene left it about 7 or 8 years ago, and then the National Guard's been out of there probably just as long or longer. So I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be a wonderful market rate development to serve people coming into the city looking for amenities that will provide a pool, dog park, off-street parking, and I think it'll really brighten up the South Kings Highway corridor, and I'm very excited about it. There will be at the completion of the project of 3 phases, there'll be 333 market rate apartments, and then 14 right now. They're just going to start with approximately 200 units, 14 studio, 82 1 bedroom, 72 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom, 10 3 bedroom. I'm sorry. So this is an exciting. It's going to be similar in scope and I guess how it looks to the Chroma development at Manchester and Vanaventer. So I'm very excited about this. I think it'll bring a new life into the 14th Ward, and many of the people that live in the ward are very excited to have this large development come into the ward and take up this space that's been languishing. So with that, I would ask the committee if they have any questions. I have with me today David Sweeney, and I have Mike Flint, who's part of the development team. Matt Bowers here, who's been instrumental with SLDC in moving this forward. And so I have everybody here that can probably answer any question you have. So you're still muted, Alderwoman Hubbard.
Can't hear.
I forgot. I forgot about that. Okay.
It's not easy.
At this time, we'll right. At this time, we'll take questions from the committee. Alderman Cone, I guess he's still not on. Alderwoman Murphy.
Yes, I said I'm having a hard time pulling up the bill, so I just have one question. Well, a comment. First of all, congratulations. This is wonderful. Now, it is my understanding that this property, because it was church property and government property, did not pay taxes prior to this development. Do I have that right, Alderwoman?
Yes, 2/3 of the property was untaxed because one belonged to the federal government as an installation of the National Guard. The other was church property, so therefore it has not paid taxes for, well over, I guess from its inception. So those 2 properties, have been off the tax rolls for a long, long time. And then, the development will put this property, the land, back on the tax rolls in an abated rate. So it'll be better than it was before, but I'll let those people speak to that. Mr. Sweeney and those others.
Okay, that's also ultimately it's a win-win it seems like for everybody around. When the tax abatement subsides, we will have these residents paying city earnings and eating and drinking all around there. And so it's
right.
Congratulations. That's very exciting. No more questions.
Okay. Were your questions all answered, or did you need more detail?
No, that's fine. I know I found the abatement finally. I was able to,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Chairwoman Hubbard, do you want to go through the committee list to see if
Okay.
there's questions? I'm sorry.
Alderwoman Ryan, I was talking but muted again. I need to stop doing that. Alderman Ryan.
Thank you, Chairwoman. No questions for me. Thank you.
Okay, Alderman Todd.
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
And I don't have any questions either. I just want to congratulate you, Alderwoman Howard. I know how hard it is to get these type of things done. So thank you for that. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 142.
I move that we pass Board Bill 142 out of committee with a due pass recommendation, and I request previous roll.
Okay, I'll second that too, Madam Clerk. And so hearing no objection for a previous roll, Board Bill 142. You object to previous roll,
Oh, he's
Alderman Todd?
I just want to add myself to the roll.
Oh, that's Brandon. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I didn't see him there.
Well, Madam
it's okay.
Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Bosley.
Aye.
Alderman Ryan.
Aye.
Alderman Todd.
Aye.
Chairwoman Hubbard.
Aye.
5 aye votes.
Thank you for
Okay.
your support, everyone.
Okay. Board Bill 142 is out with the due pass recommendation. Next we have before us Board Bill 116, Alderwoman Spencer. I think you're muted. Okay.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairwoman. Board Bill 116 is a project. It's a fairly large project and a very inspiring one. This is a Habitat for Humanity project. They have paired up with the Art Place project, which is a combination of the Kransberg Arts Community, the Regional Arts Commission, and Incarnate Word Foundation have paired up to provide housing for low-income or moderately income artists. But the model is very unique in that these artists would be able to own their homes. And so Habitat is our builder here. And it's a really, really neat and unique, I would say, combination or collaborative effort. And so this is the first phase. They did pick up, I believe it was around 26 properties in total. And this is the rehab of that first wave.
Okay, at this time, we'll take questions from the committee. Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions. It sounds very exciting, though. I have Habitat for Humanity in my ward, but not in connection with the artists. That sounds very exciting. Congratulations.
Alderman Bosley.
I don't have any questions either. It sounds great.
Okay, Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Todd.
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, I have a few questions. So what is the actual location of the development, and how many homes will it be? I was trying to take notes, so I didn't really get to listen as well as I should have. Can you tell me again, what did they do as far as the selection process with the particular artist? How did this whole project come together? Because I think it's a great project. I definitely would like to see something like this in my ward. So give us an overview of how this kind of came about.
Sure, Alderwoman, Chairwoman, and I think it would work well in the 5th Ward as well. This one, the particular board bill, this Chapter 99, is just for these 7 properties in the Graveway Park neighborhood, but this is again sort of a first wave of, I think, 3 waves in total. And so how they chose these 3 or these 7, they picked up, they wanted to have a sort of critical mass and a set of blocks so that you would have a sort of a community built out of it. And they picked up most of the LRA properties in that little zone. And these 7 were picked as the first wave as sort of the easiest ones to rehab. One of them is actually really challenged, so they went ahead and had to kind of shore that up. But these properties had been in LRA for a decade and really had very little hope, I think, for rehab without some serious infusion of stabilization. And that's where the Kranzberg family and the Kranzberg Art Foundation came in and helped to put some funding in that. But then, you know, pairing up with Habitat is enabling them as their GC to move the project forward. So how this was really born, the Incarnate Word Foundation really kind of helped start this whole concept and brought the Kranzberg Art Foundation in as a fiscal sponsor, but wanted to do housing to kind of help stabilize this community. This started about 4 years ago, so it's been a long time in the making, and we're really excited to see ground finally being broken on it.
And so you mentioned that the artists would actually own the homes after they, so do they have to put like sweat equity into the whole Habitat process? And it's okay.
Yeah, and it's a little, and I have to be honest with you in that the full details are developed with between the board, which does have members of the existing community on the board driving what that looks like, but you know, the underlying, there's a underlying tenant covenant, excuse me, on the property, so that they have to remain affordable if the property owner were to sell, so that a new person of a modest means could continue to purchase it on the next round. And it's a very unusual overall development in that sense. And I hope that if, you know, that this will be successful and will be a model for other ways that we can keep properties in the hands of moderately income folks and still bring up a neighborhood around it, but make sure that there's still options for folks of modest means to purchase and grow their asset within a community. So they would, if they did sell, the property owner could gain from the sweat equity, as you mentioned, being put into it. And I think that's a very, very good, a good, healthy model.
Great. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 116.
Second.
I was going to say so moved.
Second.
Okay. Okay.
Previous
Madam,
roll.
okay, hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 116 is out with the due pass recommendation. The next bill before us is Board Bill 130. Alderwoman Spencer.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. This board bill is for 3620 Texas Avenue. And what this is will be, I'm really excited to have new construction over here in Gravois Park neighborhood. So this will be 12 apartments. And, you know, this is a property that has been vacant for, several decades. And so to see the new construction going in here, you know, it's just really exciting. So the initial plan was to do a new type of construction that was concrete in nature. I think that's changed, but I do think, so I can't really speak on the architectural side of things, but having 12 units here, I think would help continue the density of the neighborhood. Gravois Park, believe it or not, is the most densely populated neighborhood in the city, and we really want to retain that density.
Okay, if there's nothing further, we'll take questions from the committee. Alderwoman Murphy.
I don't know if I missed this, Alderman Spencer. I know the corner you're talking about, so it'll certainly be an addition. How large are the apartments going to be? Did I miss that, or do we even know? I'm just curious.
I think they're going to be 1 to 2 bedroom apartments. It's going to be 2 stories. So we wanted it to, be at least a two-story development. Then most of the neighborhood there is two-story in nature, so it should fit in with the architecture, the rest of the community architecturally speaking.
Okay, no, thank you. Very good.
Alderman Bosley. I guess he left us again. Alderman Ryan.
He was on mute.
Alderman.
I was on mute. I'm
Alderman
sorry.
Bosley.
No, I don't have any questions either, but great job.
Okay. Alderman Ryan.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Todd.
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Alderwoman Spencer, I'd just like to commend you on this project. I mean, I know sometimes we all get beat up about these incentives, but when you have impoverished neighborhoods or neighborhoods that need that additional help, then sometimes as a city, we have to go above and beyond to make these things work. And, at some time when they come back on the tax rolls, then we'll reap the true benefit of it. But I know some of these decisions aren't always easy for us to make, but we make them all the time for the betterment of our neighborhood. So thank you for doing that on this particular project.
Thank you.
And so at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill 130.
I move that we pass Board Bill 130 out of committee with a due pass recommendation, and I request previous roll.
Do we have a second on Board Bill 130?
Second.
Okay, and hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 130 is out the due pass recommendation. Next up, we have Board Bill 137.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Board Bill 137 is 421 Iowa and 4021 Iowa. This was a school for many years, but it has been vacant for at least 2 decades. It's been an enormous challenge for me as an alderwoman because it was privately owned and the price set to sell it was so high. And so we really were unable to do anything in there with a nonprofit organization that had a lower acquisition cost. So we do have a market rate developer who's taken this on. This is in the Dutchtown neighborhood in an area that is very challenged. And he's already come in and helped to stabilize some of the windows. A lot of kids throw bricks through the windows, and this school property has just been a really, really, really challenging one to find a developer willing to take it on. That being said, it's an absolutely phenomenal building. It's the St. Thomas Aquinas School. It is absolutely gorgeous in its structure, and I'm excited to see development finally go in after many years of really struggling on this one.
Okay.
I have been, with all the trouble that Alderman Cohn has had with the fires over there at his school, I have just been worried. My heart has worried for this property with the amount of windows that have broken over the years, that I'm just so glad it hasn't had any fire, and seeing somebody finally come in and stabilize it is just an enormous boost for this very challenged part of Dutchtown.
Okay, Alderwoman Murphy.
Yes, that was St. Thomas of Aquin. The building is beautiful, and I know firsthand because I went to school there.
Oh my gosh.
I started kindergarten there, and I believe we moved in 1961. So it is a beautiful building. I played in that park that's right there and down at Minniewood on Broadway. So it is a beautiful building. I'm so excited that something's happening there because it's a nice little area right there. The houses across the street are very nice. One was a convent. The rectory was at the other corner. So there's some nice buildings there.
Yeah.
But anyways, congratulations. That's wonderful. And I'm very excited. It was Taproots for a while. And my daughter went there. It was art classes and that when Taproots had the building. I know it's been vacant for a long time.
Do you know when the last time it was opened? I was trying to find that out and I could not find that out.
That would have been a long time. I really couldn't tell you, but you're probably right. It's been closed for probably 20 years,
Yeah.
And so that's very exciting for you, and I'm excited myself. No more questions, no questions, thank you.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you.
You have any questions, Alderman Bosley? I see your face again.
Sorry, no ma'am, I do not.
Okay. Alderman Todd.
No, I don't have any questions, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you again, Alderwoman Spencer. I know firsthand how these projects can be with these old school buildings. We have Carr School in our neighborhood that's been vacant. I live right across the street from them, been vacant for 40 years. My father went there for kindergarten, and you have plan after plan after plan, and it just takes a lot of effort and resources to try to move these things forward. And unfortunately, we're going to have to tear it down. But so when I see developments like this, and I also have a lot of old renovated schoolhouses in my ward that they've turned into residents and stuff. So I know what type of heavy lifting goes into projects like this. So thank you again for that. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill number 142.
I would like to make a motion that we pass Board Bill 142 out of committee with a do pass recommendation, and I request previous roll.
And we need a second. I'll second that, Madam.
I think we're 137.
Oh, 137. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did I say that wrong? 137.
I probably did. Okay. And so hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 137 is out to do pass recommendation. Okay, next up we have Board Bill 131, Alderman Gunther.
Oh, sorry.
All right, thank you, Chairwoman Hubbard. Board Bill 131 is asking for a 5-year 50% abatement for 3170 through 3172 Oregon. This is a 4-family that's been vacant for a while. It had a major fire in it. Speaking of fires in the last board bill there, this had a major fire. So when I met with the developer, we decided that this 50% abatement would kind of help them for the redevelopment of a lot of structure in the building that got burnt out. They're going to turn it 4-family into 2 townhomes and have them for sale. So that's about all I have on Board Bill 131.
Okay, and if no one else is here to speak on behalf of this bill, I know we had a lot of speakers, but I guess not. So at this time, I'll take questions from the committee. Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions, but again, I said I grew up over there. I know right where you're talking about. I grew up at. My home was at California, Winnebago, so I know right where you're talking about. So I'm glad to see that it's coming back and being redeveloped. It was a wonderful neighborhood and very active when I was young, and I won't go back to how long ago that was, but I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Alderman Bosley. Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you.
You have any questions, Alderman Bosley?
No ma'am, no questions.
Okay. Alderman Todd.
I don't have any questions, Madam Chair.
Okay, so at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill number 131.
I move that we pass Board Bill 131 out. You say 31?
Yeah.
I move that we pass Board Bill 131 out with the do pass recommendation.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Previous roll.
Okay, hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill number 131 is out with the do pass recommendation.
Thank you, Chairwoman Hubbard and committee.
No problem. Next up, we have Board Bill 108, Alderwoman Muhammad, Alderman Muhammad. Is he on?
I am. Thank you. Thank you, Madam
Okay.
Chair. And thank you, members of the committee. I appreciate your time. This board bill is simple. It is allowing tax abatement on a portion of the O'Fallon neighborhood, around the border of the College Hill neighborhood as well. We are building a multi-use commercial space at this particular property. It will entail a mobile gas station, as well as 3 other commercial spaces for retail. The developer is ready to get moving. This is something that I'm excited about. It is situated right off of Highway 70, and this would be a great addition to this neighborhood. No further comments, Madam Chair. I can entertain questions if the committee.
Okay, Alderman Cone, I guess he's not on it as well. Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions. Again, congratulations on the development. It's very exciting for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alderwoman.
Alderman Bosley.
I don't have any questions either. Great job, brother. Keep on doing your thing.
Thank you,
Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Todd.
I don't have any questions, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, and I don't have any questions, just to comment. Congratulations on this effort, Alderman. I know how hard you work over there for your constituents. So it's a blessing when we can constantly see growth and progress in our ward. So congratulations on this again. And so at this time, I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill number 108.
I move we pass Board Bill 108 out of committee with a due process recommendation, and I request previous roll.
Second.
Okay, we have a second, and we have requests for previous roll and no objection to previous roll. Therefore, Board Bill number 108 is out with the due pass recommendation. Thank you. And next up, we have Board Bill number 79, Alderman Todd.
Good morning, Madam Chair and the committee. This bill is straightforward. I seek the approval of Board Bill 79. Board Bill 79, this board bill seeks to approve a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan on a blighting study for 528 North Newstead Avenue, the redevelopment area. This board bill will allow 5 years of tax abatement based on 50% of the assessed value of the incremental improvement. I would also have Mr. Zach Wilson here who can speak further on that building. Madam Chair, is it possible to put him on so he can go into detail, and then I will answer questions?
Yes, is he on? I know he was on our list of speakers. Oh, okay, there he is. Okay, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, the developer is Bernard Wayington with X3 Homes. He's done several other homes in the area. He bought the lot from LRA for $7,500. Construction cost of $276,000. He projects the sale price to be $335,000. It'll be 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's on the verge of the Central West End. But if you drive the streets along there, there's still large lots, large areas that haven't been developed still. So that's why LCRA supported 5 years at 50%.
Thank you very much. I support the project. As Mr. Wilson said, that part of the Central West End is still being developed. This will continue our development in that part of the area. I will answer any questions if you have questions.
Okay, Alderwoman Murphy.
Again, no question, but I want to congratulate Alderman Todd. I said for expanding the footprint of the Central West End. That's very, very exciting for your area.
Thank you very much, Madam Murphy.
Alderman Bosley.
I have no questions. Great job, Alderman Todd.
Thank you so much, Alderman Bosley.
Alderman Narayan.
No questions. Thank you so much.
And of course, you don't have any more questions, Alderman Todd. So I would just like to congratulate you on the project, and I'll entertain a motion for passage of Board Bill number 79.
I guess in keeping with the morning, I propose that we pass Board Bill 79 out of committee with a due pass recommendation, and I request previous roll.
Second.
Okay, hearing no objection to previous roll, Board Bill 79 is out with the due pass recommendation. And next up, I'm not sure, but did Alderwoman Clark Hubbard reach out to anyone to carry Board Bill 128? If not, I will, and I'll have someone from SLDC speak on behalf of it if she hasn't reached out to anyone, just to expedite this process.
She's not muted. Yeah.
So
Dale's going to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about this one.
Okay,
We've seen a lot of activity along Maple in the 5200 block recently, and this is another one.
Can you hold up for a second, Dale? Because
Sure.
I'll sponsor the bill. I'll hear the bill, but I need one of my illustrious colleagues to step up and be vice chair for a second, so we can do this in proper order.
Okay.
The vice chair is not here. Shane is not here. So would anybody like to be vice chair of neighborhood development for a bill right now?
I'm happy to do that, Chairwoman.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Well, actually, Amina Wright is here, so she can speak to it.
Okay, so go ahead.
All
Vice
right.
Chair.
Thank you, Chairwoman. So I guess go ahead and present the bill, please.
Okay. So I'm here on behalf of Board Bill number 128 for Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Basically what this board bill does is it seeks to approve a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan and blighting study for the 5266 Maple Avenue redevelopment area. This board bill will allow up to 10 years tax abatement based on 95% of the assessed value of the incremental improvements. And with that, I'll let Amina or whomever from SLDC add to if you all have any additional questions.
Take your mask down. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. Cool.
Well, good morning. Yes, this is 5266 Maple Avenue. Our developer here has done quite a few homes in this stretch of Maple Avenue within the past year or so. So they're definitely moving along with the development. They acquired this property for just over $4,000, and their construction costs are estimated at around $225,000. This will be a single family residence with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a 2-car parking pad in the rear, and the home is just under 2,000 square feet. The tax abatement map is suggesting 10 years at 95%, and the staff supports this. And the asking price for this home will be right around $240,000. If there are any questions, I'll be willing to answer them for you.
I guess we will just go down the roll in seniority. I don't have the list in front of me, so if I get anything wrong, I do not mean any disrespect. I guess we will start with Alderman Murphy. And I believe you're on mute.
No questions. I said it sounds very good. I'm very happy for Alderwoman Hubbard, Clark Hubbard.
Thank you. Alderwoman Hubbard.
No questions.
Alderman Bosley.
Questions either. Good job, Shemaine. I mean, Alderwoman Hubbard.
And then Alderman Todd, any questions?
I don't have any questions, thank you.
And I do not have any questions. So at this point, I will entertain a motion to get this out with the due pass recommendation.
Well, then I will move that we pass Board Bill 128 out of committee with a due pass recommendation, and I request previous roll.
Second.
I have a second and previous roll. Any objections? Hearing no objections, we'll pass this out with a due pass recommendation, and I will turn it back over to Chairwoman Hubbard.
Thank you so much, Alderman Narayan. You did a great job at that. Looks like you may be ready to chair a committee pretty soon. Okay, and unless I'm missing something, I believe this concludes our neighborhood development committee meeting. Thank you all for coming on. I know we're in holiday mode and there's a lot we have to do out in the community to pull Thanksgiving off for a lot of families. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn if this concludes all of our business.
I move to adjourn.
Okay, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Madam
See you
Chairman,
all. Be safe.
Madam Chairman,
Yes.
I wonder if is it possible to clean up a couple of bills before you go down for the end of the session? Could we possibly have a meeting on January 12th?
I can look at my calendar, but perhaps we can. Is there a lot left out there? Why didn't we put them on this?
I know you will have one for the doctor on 14th Street. And I think there might be a couple of others.
Okay, definitely. Just shoot me the date and let me check my calendar, Dale, and that should be fine. Okay, thank you.
I have one or two on there too.
Meeting adjourned.
Bye all.
Right.
Bye-bye.